Welcome back to the Conquest Champions Battle Report League. In this game, it's my Orcs in Azog's Legion going up against Henry's Gondor. This is the semi-final game. That means that the winner of this game is going into the Grand Championship. Now, between when this game was filmed and while it's being released, Henry traveled to Articon, the biggest Middle-earth tournament in the whole world, and he won in the doubles category, meaning that he is a world champion Middle-earth player. That means I've got my work cut out for me this game. Am I going to be able to defeat a world champion? Let's see. And for those of you who don't know, in the Conquest Champions League, I've taken 8 tournament veterans and pitted them against each other in an elimination style tournament. This is game 6 out of 7, so now is a perfect time to go back and watch the rest of the series before the next game, which is going to be the Grand Championship.
Season 2 of the Conquest Champions tournament. And I've made it through the first round. I'm into the second one. I'm up against Jacob's army. Look, I'm somewhat worried. Unlike most people, I'm not actually as worried about the troll as I am just about his numbers and strength 4. And I'm taking the same list as I took last time against Brody. I think I will have shooting superiority again, so who knows, maybe if the scenario goes my way, I can sit back and shoot him like I did the last game. That's always a possibility, but wouldn't mind getting a bit more combat this time around.
My army is just 2 captains with 4 warbands and a troll brute with some berserkers, so it's pretty straightforward, but in round 1 it hit really hard. I'm definitely nervous going up against a big hero like Boromir because he's going to be able to put the hurt on that troll really quickly, so it's just about keeping the troll alive for the first few turns, allowing it to do some damage.
In the Conquest Champions League, 3 scenarios are generated at random, and then each player gets an opportunity to veto one of them. This balances out the game and ensures that both armies can compete in the scenario.
We randomly generate our 3 scenarios. We got a Clash by Moonlight, Destroy the Supplies, and Capture and Control. Henry, which one are you going to veto?
I'm going to veto Capture and Control.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to veto a Clash by Moonlight because I don't like bows having +1 to wound. So, that will go to Destroy the Supplies. And here's our board for Destroy the Supplies. We each have 3 supply markers on each side of the table. For each supply marker you destroy, you get 2 points. You can also get 2 points by killing the enemy leader, by breaking them and being unbroken, and by having a banner left alive at the end of the game. So let's roll off to see who picks tableside and deploys a warband first.
Henry won the roll-off for deployment, so he started with Damrod and 3 Settle Guard archers over on the flank.
And I'm going with my first warband over on one of the flanks, and I've got these berserkers who have an 8-inch move, so they're going to be my key to getting Henry's supply markers.
Henry responded with Beregond and his warband of warriors over on the other flank. Beregond's great because he's got bodyguard and a horse, meaning he's never going to run away from an objective. I responded with my other captain and the big troll brute dead center here with all of their soldiers around them. I really want this troll brute getting into combat, so the center makes a lot of sense. And next, Henry went with Kirion and his warband again in the center.
So that's Henry's 3rd warband. He's got 1 warband on each objective, and the final one, Boromir, going in the middle. That's not that surprising. And this is our board after deployment, so let's get started with turn 1. Let's roll priority.
4.
Alright, goes to you. Good luck, Henry.
Good luck, Jacob.
And Henry's first turn started with him just pushing knights forward, pushing the core of his army forwards, and sending Boromir up the middle.
And after Henry's movement, all his troops are just pushed forwards, but he sent all his knights around this side. Now, originally I thought I'd have heaps of time to get to that objective marker, but he's already put the pressure on, so I'm going to need to send my berserkers over there. And with my troll brute, I'm just going straight forwards, running up the guts here, because I want to get into contact with Henry as quickly as possible. And the rest of the army is marching forwards. And this is our board after turn 1 movement. Henry, do you have any shooting?
I do. Berserkers are defense 5, right?
Defense 5, that's correct.
2 shots of Berserkers, both hit.
And needing 6s. Not enough.
1 more guy there. Fuck, damn it. Beregond shooting Berserker in the back. Hits. Wrong way around.
Alright, and you said I'll guard move this turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so that goes to priority for next turn.
It's fine.
Goes to you. Alright, have at it.
I just want to quickly interrupt to tell you about the Kingdom of Saxonia. This was a line of SDL miniatures sculpted by myself as well as 2 other sculptors. These went up on Kickstarter, and if you want to download the files now, you can go straight to Conquest Creations and download them from there. But if you don't have a 3D printer and you want to buy printed pieces, there's now a list of licensed sellers where you can find 3D printed pieces for a great price. And in a couple weeks time, I'm going to be starting on the next big terrain project. And I need your help. Leave a comment what sort of terrain you want to see for your miniature wargaming. Let's get back to the battle. And in Henry's move, he started by pushing forward his knights, but making sure they were outside 8 inches of the berserkers, so I won't be able to charge him this turn. He also sent Boromir over there with the knights. With the Citadel Guard, he moved up half, so he'll be able to shoot this turn. And controversially, with the rest of his army, he stayed still. I wasn't expecting this, but I think he's trying to put a lot of damage out in the shooting phase.
And this side of the board is a pretty major issue for me. So I just want to get so that I'm able to charge into those knights next turn and tie them up for an extra turn with those berserkers. I'm also sending my captain around that side as well. And a few extra troops. This Boromir is going to be able to blow through pretty much anything. But I'm hoping I just slow him down, and I'm just outside of 10 there with my captain, so he's nice and safe. And the rest of the force is pushing straight forwards. I think that Henry's going to get my flank objective, but if I can slow him down and the rest of my guys can push forwards, then we're in a good spot still. And that's my movement, so it takes us into Henry's shooting.
Yep. Hits. Front rank.
And despite all the shooting, Henry did no damage.
Well, that takes us to priority for next turn. Now, this roll is actually pretty important. Goes to you. I've got some thinking here. And Henry, 1 priority, so I called a heroic move with his captain, so I can tie up Boromir and his knights, and Boromir called a heroic move in return. So, let's see the roll off. 1, 2, 3 goes to me. And that's a 1. All right, so my move. My move, captain has to go first. He's just going to go up there. And now I'm going to send my berserkers forwards, just making sure my captain is within 6 inches of those knights for next turn. We're going 1 berserker into those 2. And then we'll go 2 berserkers into Boromir. It's 4 dice versus 3. Hopefully we'll draw some light out of him. Now finally, to keep my captain safe, I'm just taking these warriors here, and they're just keeping him safe. That's my heroic move, so that goes to Henry's normal move.
And in Henry's move, he just adjusted his Citadel Guard, moving them half so they'll be able to shoot at the troll again. And with his other force, just moving half again to maintain his shooting.
My move, we're still pushing forwards. So captain is in the front. I'm not worried about him getting flash killed, because the only person who could flash kill that captain is Boromir. And I'll send my troll 6 inches forwards, up to there. Now going down this flank, I'm going to go with my berserkers with their 8-inch move, but I want to just be careful. So they're not within 6, but they are within 8. And just in case Boromir does manage to kill all those guys over there and goes for my objectives and still has a horse, these 4 guys are going to go back to be a roadblock.
And in Henry's shooting phase, he managed to kill a berserker, but did no other damage.
Alright, so that will go into combat. Henry, do you want to call anything?
And in the combat phase, Boromir managed to kill both berserkers that he was fighting against. It did cost him a point of might, but that is well worth it for Boromir. And then my berserker won the fight against the 2 knights, but did not do anything. And in the next turn, priority went to me.
So he called a heroic move with Damrod. I countered with my captain. He also called one with Boromir that I did not counter. So here's a roll-off. On a 1, 2, or 3, it goes to me. And that goes to Henry.
So Damrod to move first. Now I'm not going to charge him until you actually still get your courage. You still get your heroic move even if you fail your courage, I'm pretty sure.
That's true.
Well, I might as well try and get him in. He's an extra.
So charging the troll.
4, not enough.
Alright.
So he just
but his
still.
heroic move still goes off, so these bodyguard troops can go in.
And the heroic move also hit some of the warriors of Minas Tirith in that line, so they were able to push forwards as well. And this is what it looks like after Henry's heroic. Next, it's my heroic.
And Henry stopped my troll from moving, which is why I wanted that heroic. And I'm outside of 6 with my captain, but we are just going to be pushing forwards so that next turn we can get into the fighting. And Henry's second heroic here with Boromir.
Now Boromir wanted to go for the captain, but there wasn't enough space because I left those troops to protect him. But he did get a model in base contact with the objective, and he's outside 6 inches of my troop. So he's going to get that objective this turn. That's devastating. I probably should have countered that heroic. So to start with, these 4 warriors are just going to get onto this objective and hopefully be a roadblock for whatever comes their way. My captain is saying goodbye to that objective, and he's actually being a coward and trying to get distance away from Boromir. So Boromir might be calling a heroic combat this turn and killing those troops and going after the captain, but I think this is the best I can do. And if I survive, I'll be able to get away next turn. These troops are going into battle. Now I've moved first, so Henry will still get to move. So I'll run in, tie up the knight. I'll go there, and then these guys will push to there, and we'll make a wall. And in the rest of Henry's move, he charged in with Beregond and Cirion onto 1 warrior, so he's looking like he's set up a heroic combat there. It's not great for me because he's doing a lot of damage to me at this point in the game, and I need to start doing damage back to him. On the other side, he did stacks on my 2 berserkers, not worrying about the wall of Gundabad's behind them. This was the right play. Henry's been really clever there. Now, into the combat phase, Henry decided that he would declare a heroic combat with Beregond, and he didn't call one with Boromir. So Boromir's saving his might. He's down to 3, so he wants to hold on to it, and that takes us to the heroic combat. Guy with a spear support, and I'm sitting on a 6.
Black is Beregond. 6.
6, you're 5-4.
Yep, 5-4.
So you will win that. You knock me prone. Can you kill me?
Beregond's attacks. Yeah, got a 6.
That will do it.
So I'll put Kieran into those 2.
Yep.
And I'll put Beregond into the back of him.
And that looks like that will secure a trap there. Well played.
Yep, thank you.
Let's go with the troll next. So Troll's got 3 attacks and fight 5, so I've got the higher fight in there. A single 6 here, and I've won. I've got a 4, I'll do my banner. 4, you need to beat a 4. No. You've got a banner reroll though.
Jesus Christ, what the hell?
That's not ideal. So 5 or 6 to win this fight. No.
4s?
That's
Really?
rough.
And that many dice?
So the troll is 1. So troll's 1, 3 strikes at the Cyril guard, needing 3s. Only kills 1 of them. Disappointing.
Which one would you like?
I'll take the one in the middle. Cirion won his fight and killed a Gundabad warrior. Now, on the other side, where I really want to be getting kills so I can get that objective, my Gundabad berserker started off by killing a knight, but the other Gundabad berserker was slain. Not a good start. Next fight is Boromir going up against 2 warriors.
Horn of Gondor?
Yep, Horn of Gondor, take a courage test. I've failed, so you've already won.
First slot, dead. Second slot, dead.
That was very easy, 2 kills. And my berserker followed by killing Henry's knight. And end of the turn, Henry has destroyed the first supply market, getting him 2 points. Across the board, battle is raging. So priority.
6.
Alright, goes to you. Now I've got decisions to make. I've called a heroic move with my captain because otherwise Boromir is just going to charge him and kill him. So I may as well run away and actually use my might. My other captain has also called a heroic move, meaning I'm totally out of might. Henry, what are you doing in return?
Call one with Kieran.
Alright, and that's it?
That's it.
Alright, so let's see the roll off. 1, 2, 3 goes to me, 4, 5, 6 goes to you.
That's right, it's my priority.
Goes to me. So my move, my captain's just charging into those 2 guys. Tie up Cirion, and then my banner and a friend will go and charge Beregond.
Yep.
Now that gives me the exciting thing of moving with the troll. So he's going to go forwards first, and the first model he'll touch is that Warrior of Minas Tirith. I'll kill him on a 3. That's first kill. Alright, looks like we've got another Warrior of Minas Tirith. Or a
Probably going
Citadel
to hit
guard.
the sit guard next.
Alright, I'll hit the sit guard. He's dead.
You want to go warrior next?
I will go warrior next. No. So
in
just
combat.
takes down 2, and can I wheel into that other sit guard?
If you'd like to.
There we go. So I've got them both in there. Alright. That's my first heroic. Now my second heroic with this captain, I'll just be running away from Boromir. This captain is running out of line of sight of Boromir and more than 10 inches away. And that's his move. So Boromir not going where I was expecting him to. I was expecting him to go for the objective, but instead he's having a look at that troll.
and then the rest of your normal move. In Henry's move, he just engaged here, so I'll just have my one free guy come around and trap that warrior there. That's the whole board after movement, so that'll go into combat. Henry, any heroics?
Nah, I'm probably good.
All right.
I've got Kyrian.
Cool. So let's get into the fights. You've got priority. Where do you want to start?
We'll go over here and we'll go to 1v1 the trapped guy.
And on paper, this force of Gundabad should really be easily able to take out that group of Minas Tirith, but unfortunately that's not the way it's going. I rushed in because I was afraid of shooting, and because of that, Henry got a couple opportunities to trap me, and where I trapped him, I botched the rolls. Kyrian lost a fight to a warrior, which was nice. So did Baragon. I took a fate point off him, but Henry did wound my captain.
Time for the troll. I've got the higher fight, so I just need a 6 to guarantee this win. I've got a 5. You've got a 5 as well.
Banner.
You've got a banner to roll first. No, so it goes to me. Now I've won the fight, so I could try to barge here, which would give me my strength 10 impact hits again, and I could try to get Boromir, but that would only work on a 6. Otherwise, all that damage from the troll could be wasted. I'm actually just changing my mind. I'm going to do it anyway, because if I get less than a 6, I'll just try to take on the troops. So here's my barge distance. 2. Not very good. So I'll go an inch into that warrior of Minas Tirith and do a strength 10 hit.
Inched a bit.
Well, I failed anyway, so I will stop there. And we'll do that fight again. So the troll fighting one warrior.
Oh, shielding.
On a 5.
Banner.
No, goes to me.
I'm getting like I'm drawing weirdly.
And take him down on a 4. And this fight on this flank, I took down a knight with my berserker. That goes into priority. It's a 6 for me.
That's yours.
3 for you. Any heroics?
Yeah, I'll just call him Boromir because I need him to charge first, so yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't have any might, so that's all yours.
Cool. Boromir coach test. Yeah, he's good.
And that's more than fine.
He goes in.
Taking on
Sorry,
control.
I will just say he also gets those two.
Yep.
And Baragon. He's going to charge into them. Charge into him that.
So Henry used his heroic to get into the troll, which is a big problem for me because Boromir is going to put some damage out. My captain will go into those 2 troops, and this warrior will go into Kyrian there. And I've got priority, so I really need to make some progress. So over here, I had a bad turn last turn, so I'm just trying to engage them as much as possible. Get both of them. Get that one. Oops. He was just there. And then he'll charge in there. If I can kill a few of them and then win priority next turn, I might be able to get to that objective. And this berserker who won his fight is just legging it 8 inches forwards. So he can threaten that objective out of nowhere. And finally, these guys are just going to finish up in between these 2 objectives so they can go and help out either of them. So Damrod has charged the troll, getting a trap on it. That's
Fight 6, isn't it?
It's a fight 5 troll.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Well, that'll go into combat. Do you have any heroics to declare, Henry?
So I don't need a strike. He defends 6, so I have +1 attacks.
+1 attacks and +1 to wound on Boromir.
Well, he's already trapped 2, so yeah, I'd have 8 attacks wounding on 4s.
It's looking pretty likely.
Yeah, I'll roll combat with Boromir.
Alright, so how much might does he have left?
Down to 1.
Down to 1. Alright, a massive botch would be great here, Henry. So here's the troll's dice. Setting the bar on a 6. And you've got a 6 as well.
Alright, Damrod is strength 4, wounding on 5s, the others are 6s.
Whoa! Jesus, calm down, bro.
So, didn't even need Boromir.
Just a friendly game, you're pulling that shit out, oh my god.
That was pretty insane.
That's alright, he was dead anyway, so you used a good roll where you didn't need to. Now where's Boromir heading? Alright, Boromir taking on the captain. Let's go with that captain's combat next. It's not looking healthy for me. I've set the bar on a 6 though.
3 warriors, black is neg 1.
And you've got the 6 as well. So can Boromir take me down?
First slot, 3 wounds.
Yes, he can. Baragon, yep, fighting the banner is the green dice.
4s.
4 as well. Banner reroll to 3, goes to you.
The banner first, got him. Other guy, got him. Got him both.
Yeah, that's right.
6s and 5s.
That's unfortunate. That's 2 points.
Woo! Kyrian?
Yep, fighting 1. Goes to me.
I guess so.
And puts a wound on. So 1 wound left on Kyrian.
And in the rest of the fight phase, I lost 3 out of these 4 combats. The one that I did win, I managed to get a kill in it though, and I didn't lose a Gundabat on that side.
And at the end of that turn, Henry has broken me, so it's not looking good for Gundabat. I just need to fight for these objectives, and I reckon I still got a chance here. So it goes to priority. I've got a 2, you're on a 1, so it goes to me. Would you like to call anything?
No, I reckon I kind of like the idea of you having to take courage tests.
Alright, I've got a lot coming. And starting off, I'm going to go with this Berserker. Courage 6, and he just does it. Thank God he's Courage 6. I'm going to grab that measuring tape. Let's see if he can make it. I don't think he will be able to. 8 inches is coming up short. So he's going to go back to there. So next turn, he'll be able to go for the objective. But this turn, he won't be able to be charged, and he's gotten in the way if they want to shoot him. This captain here will take a courage test. On a 6, he will pass their courage 4. And that Force of Orc is just holding that spot in case Henry goes for my objectives and the game keeps going. But I've got this guy here. He's passed his courage test, so he's going to charge into Boromir like a hero. Over here, I've got 4 guys to make. So there's 1. He's gone. Next one, we're just going this way. He's good. So he'll just stand in base contact with the objective. Next one. He's good as well. So he'll charge those 2. And the last one is gone.
Oh, that was a lucky one.
And Henry, no surprise, just going after my guy on his objective. So if I fight in a combat, I can't tag it, even if I kill that guy. And what are you going to try to do about this Berserker?
Inches, I still get shots off.
Alright.
Yeah, so.
Staying outside of 8.
Well, with the 3 inches, I don't think he would have been anyway, but I'm just making sure there's no
Alright.
misunderstandings. Reinforce them. Yeah, I've got 4 dudes in there. Might as well try and hurry up combat. Cool, done.
Alright.
Green is down, Rob.
And Henry's shooting, going for the Berserker. 2 hits.
No, 1 hit.
And can you get the kill?
In the way? No.
Hits the wall. So the Berserker hiding behind the wall was a good idea. Goes to combat. Now, Henry, you're calling a heroic combat in there.
Yeah, with Kieran.
Alright, well, I will fight it. I'll try to kill Boromir's horse out of disrespect.
Yep.
And get a 5.
Got a 6.
You've won it. No surprise. And can you take him down? Absolutely.
Yep,
So I'm moving to support the other objective.
and these guys will just stay there.
And there's 2 fights left in this turn. If Henry kills one of these models, game is over. How about we start with the less likely one warrior fighting a ranger. I've got a 6. Can I kill you? I do not. Just push back. And then I've got 1 guy fighting against 4. I'm going to fight it, going out for glory. I'll even stand. And goes to you. Can you get the kill? You need a 6 off 8 dice. There's nothing there. And there we go. Take him down.
Good game.
Good game. So final score. You kill my leader for 2 points. You kill 1 objective for 2 points. You've got a banner for 2 points. So I believe that will be 6-0.
And break.
And break. You're correct. That will be 8-0.
Really fun game. Sort of went an interesting path. Some weird rolls happened here and there, but by and large the game sort of panned out as you'd expect. I think luck was sort of even on both sides. I'm worried about who I'll be meeting in the grand final. I haven't received the news yet, but I'm sure there'll be someone who's worth their salt in the game, and I'm looking forward to it.
And a good win to Henry. Beat me fair and square there. As he said, luck was pretty even on both sides, and he just outplayed me. So well done to Henry, and good luck in the grand final. Pressure's on there. So hopefully, if you've knocked me out, you can go and win this whole thing.